Chosen ones, have you noticed how those who try to ruin your reputation end up exposing their own bitterness? Do you feel how your light unsettles the darkness around you, revealing both allies and hidden enemies? The unhappy soul walks a path clouded in shadows, weighed down by layers of resentment and self-directed anger. They believe life has handed them a bitter script written against their will. Yet rather than seeking to rewrite the words that bind them, they read from it, day after day, as if their fate is unchangeable. The world feels like a mirror reflecting only the injustices they perceive, amplifying every slight and hardship. In their eyes, others may rise, love, and create, but for them, joy and fulfillment appear distant, perhaps even unattainable. Yet, within this resistance lies the most tragic irony. For the unhappy soul, rejecting the possibility of change becomes a self-inflicted punishment, an active choice to remain in a state of suffering. You, as a chosen one, embody an unmistakable power, a force both subtle and mighty that others cannot ignore. This presence radiates from within, like a light unyielding to the world's darkness, shining through every obstacle with a fierce clarity. And it is this strength, this absolute trust in your own worth and the path you walk, that stirs something powerful in others. When people see you, they are confronted by a reflection of their own insecurities, and for some this is a disquieting experience. Your resilience acts as a mirror, a bright, unyielding surface where others see parts of themselves they may prefer to ignore. Some may feel inspired by your presence, spurred to reach within themselves for a similar resolve, but others find their own doubts and weaknesses glaring back at them, intensified by the sharpness of your spirit. To them, your strength can feel like an accusation, a silent reminder of all they have avoided or denied. This duality, the inspiration and discomfort you evoke, creates a subtle yet palpable tension around you. People sense your unshakable foundation, and in response, some will gravitate toward your light, seeking comfort in your steady energy, hoping it might breathe life into their own fractured spirits. They see in you a guide, a model of what it means to stand firm in faith and purpose. But others, unsettled by what you reveal, may respond with resentment or envy, projecting their own insecurities back at you, attempting to dim the light that threatens to expose their shadows. But you stand unfazed, unbending to the forces that attempt to sway you. This is the truth of your existence. To be chosen is not to seek approval or validation, but to stand as an unwavering force, embodying what it means to believe fiercely, to resist the sway of doubt, and to illuminate even the darkest corners without fear. And as you continue on, your light remains untouchable, steadfast, growing only brighter with every challenge faced, every doubt dispelled, a beacon both humbling and relentless in its resolve. In their eyes, however, your success seems unearned, something given rather than built. To them, you are a symbol of what they have tried and failed to reach, a mirror reflecting what they believe to be denied to them. They focus on the gleaming outcome of your work, unable or unwilling to see the cost, the sleepless nights, the resilience tempered by struggle, your happiness, your abundance. These things they see as gifts, overlooking the foundation of sacrifice and fortitude you have laid beneath every accomplishment. To them, your spirit, radiant and unbending, appears unfairly favored, as though the universe has arbitrarily selected you for fortune. But they misinterpret this blessing. They fail to see that it is the fruit of a spirit, aligned with purpose, anchored in faith, and undeterred by setbacks. Each day you channel a force that brings clarity and direction, a connection to something far greater than worldly gain. This purpose is the force propelling you forward, guiding you through obstacles that would break others. Yet for those who cannot see beyond appearances, your success remains a painful reminder of what they perceive to be out of reach. In their jealousy, they convince themselves that your blessings are unearned, dismissing your dedication and hard work as mere surface details. The happiness you embody becomes a point of contention, an irritation to their sense of justice. They measure their own struggles against your achievements, painting themselves as wronged by the universe simply because they do not see the foundation you have built. Envy clouds their perception, fueling a narrative that separates them from understanding, filling the space between you with silent resentment. Your presence, therefore, stirs something deeper in them, an unspoken discontent. They sense the discipline and the faith that radiates from you, and it reveals their own reluctance to reach within themselves. You are the reminder of all they might achieve, but haven't dared to pursue, a reminder of what lies beyond fear and self-doubt. I know what it's like to walk through a world uneasy with your strength, to feel the silent resistance from those who see in you a reflection of what they fear to confront within themselves. This is why we created Obsidian Inner Order, powered by Astral Atom, a place for those who feel this calling. You're not here to shrink or to dim your light for anyone. You're here to be a reminder of what lies beyond fear and self-doubt, to stand in the fullness of your strength as a call for others to rise. This community is for people like you, those who understand what it means to walk with purpose, to hold a power that challenges the world around them. The link is in the description below. Your spirit, as a chosen one, holds a rare sensitivity to the currents of energy that ripple around you, a heightened awareness that feels every subtle shift like a sudden chill in still air. You sense negativity as a heavy presence, a shadow lingering at the edges of your peace. When they enter your space, carrying the weight of their discontent or envy, it reverberates in you like a low, persistent hum, stirring a feeling of unease that you cannot ignore. Your intuition speaks through these sensations, a deep inner knowing that recognizes when energy does not align, when someone's intentions bring a disturbance to your light. This awareness is not incidental, it is a gift, a safeguard bestowed upon you to help you see through the veils of pretense and hidden motives. These sensations manifest as clear signals in your spirit, a heaviness settling on your heart, a sense of sadness that clings to you like an unwelcome shadow, a tension that lingers long after they've departed. They are warnings, urging you to remain vigilant, to pay heed to the silent language of energy that unfolds around you. Your spirit, attuned to this unseen realm, catches the disturbances others might dismiss. This heightened awareness is your guardian, reminding you to shield yourself from those who might seek to drain or cloud the brightness within you. The unease is not simply discomfort. It is your spirit's way of alerting you to the invisible threads of negativity seeking a hold. The intentions of others are often hidden behind words or smiles, yet your intuition perceives more than what is seen. This knowing is deep, like roots reaching into the unseen, connecting you to a realm beyond the physical. When someone comes close, with energy that resonates with bitterness, jealousy, or malice, your intuition stirs, sounding an internal alarm. It speaks without words, urging you to protect your spirit, to cleanse the residue of their energy from your own. They might approach you with feigned kindness, but your spirit reads the undercurrent of their motives, sensing the cold, hollow echo of dissonance beneath the surface. They move through their days with a simmering bitterness, crafting a delicate web of gossip and whispered falsehoods, all in a subtle attempt to tarnish your name. In their eyes, your success, your light, and the respect others have for you are threats that need to be dulled. With sly, carefully placed words, they aim to distort how others see you, to cast shadows on the brightness you embody. These attempts are shrouded in calculated subtlety, spoken under the guise of concern or casual observation, hoping that those around them will begin to question you, that your reputation will slowly erode, leaving only the seed of doubt. But beneath their quiet schemes, there lies a desperation, a frustration that their own lack and bitterness cannot remain hidden. With each word they plant, each manipulative remark, they expose the truth of their own nature. They attempt to wear a mask of sincerity, but cracks form in their facade as envy slips through. This negativity does not go unnoticed. Others start to detect the dissonance between their words and their motives, sensing the bitterness that fuels their actions. Instead of achieving the discord they so carefully seek, they begin to reveal the festering wound of their own dissatisfaction, a wound they have tried to disguise, but that now becomes glaringly evident. Their attempts to sow negativity act like a mirror reflecting their inner turmoil. As they speak against you, as they weave half-truths and distortions, the impact shifts back onto them, like a dark cloud gathering around their own intentions. The energy they pour into their deception slowly reveals itself, turning them into the very object of suspicion and discomfort they hope to create for you. Their words, meant to harm, instead rebound with an irony they cannot control. Others begin to see the pattern, to notice how, in their efforts to dim your light, they reveal the shadows in their own character. The slander they spread becomes their own downfall. For every twisted remark, for every calculated lie, they inadvertently lift the veil on the bitterness that drives them. People around them begin to recognize the truth, that their words are born not of any genuine insight, but of resentment. The very attempts meant to isolate you, to make others question your integrity, instead turn back upon them like smoke rising from a fire they cannot contain. Slowly, inevitably, the mask they wear slips further, and others see clearly the insecurities and self-doubt lying beneath. Their attempts at manipulation have only served to isolate them, trapping them in a cage of their own making. As a chosen one, this darkness cannot take root in you. Instead, it dissolves in the divine shield that encircles your spirit, transforming hostility into a source of strength, pain into power, resentment into unexpected blessings. Every ounce of ill will sent your way is alchemized by the divine into something greater, a radiant gift that strengthens your path. Those who wish to dim your light only fuel its brilliance, unknowingly deepening your faith, amplifying your resilience, and enriching the blessings that flow into your life. Divine protection wraps around you like an impenetrable shield, an invisible force that absorbs the negativity cast in your direction and transmutes it. When others harbor bitterness or envy, hoping to tear you down, they are met not with the satisfaction of seeing your spirit falter, but with a force that reverses their intent. Their energy, born of anger or jealousy, becomes the very fire that strengthens you, forging your spirit in resilience and resolve. This transformation is not visible to them, but you feel it, the way adversity solidifies your purpose, the way hostility melts away, leaving only lessons and wisdom in its wake. Every time they channel negativity toward you, hoping to disrupt your peace, it is absorbed and reshaped by the divine into blessings that build you up. The bitterness they direct at you becomes the stepping stones for your growth, each slanderous word or envious thought a spark that only fuels the divine favor that surrounds you. Their efforts, filled with malice, act as catalysts for your spiritual ascension. With each attempt to harm, they unknowingly participate in your rise, feeding the very light they sought to extinguish. You feel yourself growing stronger, your connection to the divine deepening with each assault on your spirit. And as they expend their energy in bitterness, they do not see the futility of their efforts. Their own spirits grow more restless and weighed down, while you ascend beyond reach, unharmed, empowered by the very energies they hoped would break you. This process of transmutation leaves you untouched by their intent, for you are held in a higher vibration, one they cannot penetrate. What they direct toward you with the hope of causing harm only enriches you, filling you with a greater sense of purpose, a more profound understanding of your path, and an unwavering faith that cannot be shaken. As they struggle within their own darkness, you thrive, drawing strength from a well that they cannot deplete. Their energy, fueled by resentment, does not weaken you but becomes the soil from which your blessings grow, rooting you deeper in divine protection and favor. This is the power bestowed upon you, a chosen one who stands immune to the shadows others attempt to cast. In their bitterness, they become the architects of your blessings, each ill wish transformed by the divine into gifts that amplify your spirit, lighting your path with even greater radiance. Their energy may be dark, but your spirit is a mirror that reflects only light. And through this divine alchemy, you continue to rise, stronger, untouched, blessed by the very forces that sought your undoing, each blessing a testament to the unbreakable connection between you and the divine. When they allow jealousy and resentment to fester, it seeps into every word, every action, becoming impossible to conceal. This bitterness wraps around their spirit like a dark, suffocating cloak, heavy with discontent. As they continue in their negativity, it no longer hides in subtle remarks or fleeting glances. It begins to define them, casting shadows that others cannot ignore. Those around them, who once may have seen only glimpses of their envy, now witness it as a constant, unmistakable force. Every sly comment, every attempt to undermine others, forms a pattern that becomes glaringly obvious, like cracks spreading across a fragile surface, revealing the brittle soul beneath. People begin to notice one by one the toxicity emanating from them, and with each interaction, their intentions grow clearer. What they once cloaked in feigned friendliness or concern now falls away, leaving their true motivations starkly exposed. Their bitterness, their unhappiness, these qualities they've tried to disguise are now laid bare, becoming as visible as a scar. The darker their actions, the more their own misery shines through, transforming their presence into something others instinctively recoil from. The darkness they cling to, hoping to drag others down, backfires, forming a chasm between them and those around them. Friends, colleagues, even casual acquaintances begin to distance themselves, sensing the weight of negativity that seems to cling to them. Their attempts to spread discontent, to sow discord, only deepen their isolation. They start to find themselves surrounded by silence, a void left by the people who once offered companionship or support. Others see, perhaps for the first time, the depths of their bitterness, their resentments, and quietly they step back, choosing not to be tainted by the negativity that consumes them. This withdrawal leaves them alone, a figure surrounded by the very darkness they once wielded as a tool against others, now turned back upon them. They have become trapped within the walls they themselves built, isolated in a fortress of their own bitterness, a self-imposed exile, and as the days pass, their own actions become the mirror they cannot turn away from. Each word spoken in resentment, each attempt to diminish another, reflects back on them, showing the unhappiness and envy that no mask can hide. Their true self, once buried beneath layers of pretense and hidden jealousy, emerges fully exposed, stripped of illusion. Those who once saw them as harmless or even charming now see them clearly, and with that clarity comes a quiet rejection. People withdraw not out of anger, but out of self-preservation, unwilling to let the darkness they carry seep into their own lives. As a chosen one, your spirit becomes a beacon in the realm of spiritual warfare, where forces beyond what the eye can see clash in relentless tension. Your light shines, unmistakable and steadfast, and this illumination disrupts the shadows around you, drawing not just human jealousy, but the darker forces that seek to test the strength of your faith. This resentment you feel directed at you, this bitterness that others harbor, is more than mere envy. It is a calculated attempt by dark energies to test your resolve, to shake the foundation of your purpose, to extinguish the light you carry. Yet God's protection surrounds you, an unbreakable shield that renders every attempt to harm you powerless. No weapon, no ill will, no hostility formed against you can succeed, for this divine shield transforms each assault into an opportunity for growth, each resentment into a source of strength. The negativity aimed at you is absorbed and transmuted, fortifying your spirit instead of weakening it. What others send your way with intentions to destabilize or discourage you is returned to them empty, unable to penetrate the light that surrounds you. This is the nature of your protection. It does not merely defend, but uses the very energy of opposition to build your resilience and deepen your spiritual foundation. The dark forces see your faith as a threat, your purpose as a beacon that draws others to light, and they seek to challenge it, to unravel the certainty with which you walk. Every act of resentment, every envious glance is a piece of this battle, a shadow trying to creep into the brilliance of your spirit. But their attempts to distract, to fill you with doubt or despair, only fuel your clarity. Each attempt to harm you becomes an opportunity for you to remember your alignment, to anchor yourself even deeper in the unwavering protection of divine grace. The very forces that seek to tear you down unknowingly lift you higher, as you transform every strike into fuel for your purpose. In the face of this spiritual warfare, stand firm. You are not vulnerable to these forces. You are chosen, and the protection over you is absolute. No dark energy can extinguish a light forged through divine favor, and your spirit has been crafted to withstand even the most persistent attempts to undermine it. Every challenge, every person who directs negativity your way, is a reminder of your strength. Their actions, driven by forces beyond their understanding, reflect not your limitations but your power, for only a powerful light would attract such determined resistance. Continue walking in light and unwavering faith, grounded in the certainty that no bitterness, no envy, no darkness can penetrate a spirit shielded by divine protection. Your light, bold and unapologetic, disrupts the shadows around you, reminding all that you are fortified by a force beyond human interference. Embrace each blessing that flows into your life with humility, knowing these gifts are not accidental. They are a testament to your chosen nature, to the resilience that defines you, to the purpose that is unmistakably yours. Your path is unique, etched in strength and illuminated by faith, and each step forward amplifies your impact. Your resilience, forged through challenges and refined through opposition, is a beacon not only for yourself, but for others who walk their own paths in search of strength. Stand firm in this knowledge. You are unshakable, untouchable, a force of light in a world that often misunderstands its power. Your ability to rise above negativity, to transform resentment into strength, is a testament to the unwavering truth that you are protected, guided, and chosen. Let this understanding deepen your connection to your path, and let each encounter serve as a reminder of your purpose. Share your story, your moments of resilience, your triumphs against the odds. Let others see how your spirit, rooted in light, has flourished despite the darkness around it. In sharing your journey, you offer others a glimpse of what it means to walk in light amidst shadows, inspiring them to find their own strength in the face of adversity.